All right, so congratulations everyone who is on this call. Today is our live analysis, Moab effects, looking at the 618 strategy and how I'm really able to use it, combining it with price action. The last time we talked about how are you able to identify where price is moving and how are you able to really use the 618 level and also use some other aspects of it, which is the supply and demand zone. So a quick one before I jump into the analysis, just to show you what I usually do. And also just drop a 1 in the comments, in the chat, if you're able to hear me, if I'm audible. Just drop a 1 or just drop clear so that I know I'm not just talking to myself. I know you're able to hear me from the other side. All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, Gideon. So I'll start by showing you what I usually look at. For me, it is very, very clear. I usually make this very, very simple. All I'm looking at in the marketplace is I'm looking at price action. I usually don't trade against, I'm a scalper, but I'm using swing trading strategies. So what do I mean by when I say I'm a scalper and I'm using swing trading strategies? I want to explain to you this. This is what I usually look at. If you look at this, we are able to see that price is moving up. So price action is key, guys. All right. If we look at this, we can see price is actually doing what? Price is moving down. And how are you able to say that? You're able to say that because price is creating what we call here, upward movement. We are having a lower high, a higher high, a lower high, a higher high, a lower high, a higher high. So my first task before I get into trading, before I get into doing anything, the first task that I want to do is to identify price action. If I see the price is bullish, I am not waiting to sell from this zone. I am only waiting to price to get into my level here, into this level here. And when it gets into this level here, I'm waiting price to have a push to the up to give me a confirmation that yes, it is respecting that zone. And I'm waiting price to come back. And this is what I usually call my 618 level here. And this 618 level, how am I able to identify it? I use a tool known as a Fibonacci retracement tool. So I usually draw my 618 level price action, and it has pulled back. We have the retracement towards the 618 level. And then I usually have my last confirmations, which is on an M5 and an 15 demand or supply. The same thing happens to a downtrend. So on this trend, what time frames am I using? You want to make sure that this is clear to you and very, very clearly, because the amount of pips that I'm targeting are actually determined by the amount of force that is brought by the time frames that I'm using. So if I'm using the weekly and daily time frame, it means that my 618 level will be so powerful to give me more pips, all right? So most likely, if I was swing trading, I'll be using the 618 level of the 4 hours time frame. So what am I doing? I'm scalping, all right? I'm getting into the market during London and New York sessions. And during those sessions is when I'm looking at entering my trade and closing my trade. Scalping or intra trading, whatever you want to call it. So what am I doing with that? Is I am using the daily 4 hours and 1 hour time frame. I want you to note this. My 618 level is usually drawn from the 618 level identified on the 1 hour's time frame. You can write this down. This is where I usually identify my 618 level on the 1 hour time frame. So that when I go on the M15, I am able to identify a demand or supply zone. So let me add this 618 level identified on the 1 hour time frame. So what are some of the confirmations that I look at? Confirmations to take a trade. If all these conditions are not met, I'm not taking a trade. Confirmations to take a trade. One is daily, and for H are bullish. Let's say we want to take a buy. This is what you want to see. On daily and for H are bullish. 2, we want to see 1 hour, 618 retracement. The third thing we want to see is M5, M15. We are buying, so this is demand zones. Demand zones, M5, M15. This should be M15, not M25. M15 demand zones. Just wait, I'm going to be sharing with you this live on the charts. And then the last thing, is there anything that I'm looking at? Creating of higher highs and lower lows, that is on the daily and for are bullish. So these are the three things that I'm looking. Daily and for H are bullish, 1 hour, 618 retracement level, and 5 and 15 demand zone. For me to be able to take a trade, all these has to be met. All this has to be met. So let's move up. Let's move from the theories. Trading is practical. You need to understand the practicality of it. And I will go to, if you see my watch list on the side, I have currencies that are meeting a specific trend. So gold, it is usually on my list each and every time. But right now, we'll be able to take a look at gold and analyze gold. And we'll be able to see that gold is on a downtrend. And I want to show you the trade that I was looking at today. And this trade played as perfect as possible. Take a look at this. This line that you're seeing here, this is a 618 level. This is a M15. This is a M5. Now this becomes the supply zone. And guess what? It was able just to tap on this zone and it was able to drop all the way. So I'll explain to you how many pips I usually target, but you can see, man, today gold like gave us from my entry, tap to the pip and moved. It was able to give me how many pips? From all those confirmations, it has been able to give me 139 pips from my entry level, from my entry confirmation. That's a 1:6. When you hit that, you're supposed just to even close your week with your profits and you've gone. Let's see another currency that was targeting here that was was able to meet my trading conditions. Euro JPY, not yet. GBP JPY. I remember I shared USD JPY. If you took the USD JPY that I shared with you on the group, which is still live right now, if you entered with the coordinates that I usually do, you can see GBP JPY. This, for example, this is a swing. This is the Forex 618 level, right? And I'm going to be sharing with you how I'm usually doing it. And then you can see the USD JPY that I actually shared almost hit my stop loss. Almost hit my stop loss, guys. So this trade right now, you could be in profit or you could have lost this trade. Like for me, I am guessing, let me see. If it is missing my stop loss is like some few pips, I might have already lost it. But anyway, it's part of the game. But let's see how many pips. I'm saying this because with the broker, it depends. Like this one, you see, it depends with the broker that this one, I've lost this trade. I've lost it. This is a 0.8 pip difference. I've lost it. This is because of the spreads. So here was my stop loss. But there are some brokers that the spreads are tight. And if your broker, the spreads are not like, the spreads are good, more likely you will be in profit for this trade. All right. It usually happens sometimes. I'm not the kind of person who will just show you the profits, the profits. I want to show you the losses. But guess what? This week, I've been sharing all these signals, and this is the first signal that is giving me a stop loss. And it's giving me a stop loss and still moving towards the direction that I had predicted it. So let's dive into gold, and let's do just an analysis, a live analysis, to be able to see how I was able to catch this move. And this is the best thing about this strategy. Let's say, for example, USDJPY has given me a stop loss, and I took this trade of 1:6. Guess what? I've had one loss and then had 6 wins. This is what it means when I say 1:6. So that's not even a problem at all. I just want to show you a live analysis on how I usually do this analysis. So on gold, I'll remove all the drawings, and I want you just to pay attention to this. I'll remove all the drawings. So this is how, like, in the morning, this is what I came. Gold was around this zone, and this is what I looked at zone at gold. Yes, gold, we had this push, we had this rally. It was buying because of geopolitical issues that we had. But on my technical analysis, I was able to see that gold has reached a level on the daily time frame whereby it has failed to create another high. So gold has been gold is creating a lower high. So if gold is creating a lower high, what am I looking for? I'm looking at my entry confirmations. I go to the lower time frame, which is the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, I can be able to see that gold has been able to break a major level. All right, most recent major level was somewhere here. Yes, gold has been able to break this most recent major level before it gave us this move, right? Remember, this move had already not happened, so I was looking for this move. So what was the next thing that I was looking for? I was looking now for my 618 level. I get to the 1 hour time frame. Now it is so clear to my head that on gold, we are looking to sell gold. So what was I looking for? My 618 level. So where did my 618 level happen? My 618 level, I was waiting for gold. It touched the zone, and then it retraced on the 1 hour time frame. Remember, your 618 level should always be on the 1 hour time frame. And here is my 618 level. And I'll just draw my 618 level so that you can be able to see it. Here is where my 618 level is. Right? So when gold gave me this drop from this major H4 support broken to resistance, it was still able to give me a push and then a retracement to my 618 zone. So what is my last confluences? What is my last confluences that I'm looking for? I'm looking now for an M5 and an M15. So I'll go to first M15 and see, am I able to see an M15 that gold, I think, will retrace to continue selling? Yes, here's my M15. When I'm looking at my M15, where is my EMA? My EMA, it is above. My EMA is above the 618 level in M15, and it is coming back to retest the EMA. Another confluence, making my trade more solid. And then I went to M5. On M5, what else am I looking at? I'm looking at, do we have an M5 supply? And what made me so confident about this trade was, ideally, I did not share the trade on the group, but what made me so confident about this trade is M5, M15 were at the same zone. So guess what? What are the pips that I'm targeting? I'm only targeting 40 pips with a stop loss of 20 pips. So I'll draw, take a look at this. My 40 pips will be falling where? Here. That will be my 40 pips. My entry will be at the 618 level, definitely. And then my stop loss will be, I'll have a stop loss of 20 pips. Our stop loss of 20 pips, which will be just above the M15 supply zone there. And that's how this trade was taken. That's how the take profit was taken. Easy peasy, very easy. Remember, I looked at the daily time frame price action. After looking at the daily time frame price action, I looked at the 4 hours time frame. The 4 hours time frame, it broke my 4 hours time frame resistance, turned it into support, turned it into resistance. I came back again on my 1 hour time frame. I looked at the 618 level retracement zone. I identified my 618 retracement zone. I went to my M15. I looked at M15 supply zone. I identified my M15 supply zone, my M5 supply zone, and guess what? We had a drop. It touched my level to the pip and dropped. All right. So here's the thing, guys. As you can see, my 618 level here, these are my settings. When you go to your trading view, and it will give you some things, right? But if you want to figure it out on your own, well and good, you can go on. These are my settings. The EMA, I have a specific setting for the EMA also. And also, I have a specific way of drawing my supply and demand zones. All right. So here's the thing. Here's the deal. Here's the hook. At least I'm showing you what my strategy is. If you like my strategy and you really want to really master it completely and understand it completely, I'm having a VIP that I'm giving out. Like, I'll be investing a lot into this because I want to create more success stories. And I've really thought about it. And what I just want to do is I just want you to show me that you're committed. And I'm creating a community whereby be part of that community, to be a member. That is where I'll be sharing with you the settings for the FIB. That is where I'll be sharing with you signals. I'll be sharing with you also my copy trader. I'll be sharing with you bots. I'll be sharing with you all the things that I know. Also signals, like, for me, usually don't go everywhere looking for these currencies to be on my watch list. I have somewhere whereby I usually, like, it already tells me daily and weekly is bullish. Go and look at that. So all I just need to do is wait until the bot does the work, does the analysis, and then for me, just come and add the final touches. So here's the thing, to cut the story short, to become part of that VIP community, it's going for $25 a month. And you will never get this anywhere. Go and look for those people who are training Forex in Kenya, and you see how many people, how much are charging. I was looking at Esther Mofri. She was charging $400. I went and looked at the Pluto. He was charging 30,000. Right, guys? I'm charging you $25 a month, and the reason I'm charging you $25, I just want to earn your commitment. All right? Free things are always taken for granted. So that when I'm investing my time, I'm putting your time to show you my 618 level. This is something I've taken 1,000,001 days to test, back test, until I've been able to come up with this strategy. I want to show you this strategy, and like the $25 is like almost nothing. For me, I just want to know that you are also serious. What we usually pay for, we usually pay attention to. So you can pay the $25, come, I give you the settings for the FIB, I give you deep analysis on the supply and demand zones, I show you more details on how you can get some bots that will be able to help you do the analysis and all those things. I show you copy trading tools that you can use, all those things. I show you how I work also with prop funds to be able to get like huge capital that I can be able to trade with for $25. So the reason I'm putting it at $25 is, all right, you can come pay $25. $25 is money that utapiga sherehe you risk, right? And it goes. So the reason I'm putting here $25 is come, just risk it. Risk with me, risk with $25. See all the things on the VIP that I'm giving out, if they are valuable. So if they're not valuable, the next month, you can go away. Or actually, I can actually put it this way as money back guaranteed. If you don't see the value I'm giving you is enough. So let's do a USD JPY analysis very, very quickly on this trade. This trade actually has just wicked me out, and it's going directly to my take profit. All right. So how was this? How did I do this analysis? Very quick one before I end this Zoom. So if you want to know how you can be able to get into the VIP group also, so that you can get the settings of the Fibonacci, the settings of the supply and demand, the retracements, and the tool I use to analyze the market to be able to know its trend, you can send me a message on my personal number. It is 0792050166. If you're not in Kenya, just add +254 and then it moves forward. That's my number. Just chat me. Let's have a conversation. Ask me any questions that you have. You have clarity, and then let's start getting into the calls and into the training. So I'll remove everything for USD just to be able to show you how I was able to look at just USD. For me, already know USD is bullish. All right. So if you take a look at the daily time frame, you're seeing it's bullish. If you take a look at the 4 hours time frame, you're seeing it's bullish. So what do you want to do? What you want to do is you just want to identify areas of interest, points of interest. So our point of interest was on the 4 hours time frame. I was able to see this trend line, right? This trend line coming this way. So after 4 hours time frame, I was able to see also a zone here. That most recent zone was broken and retested, which was this. After that, I was able to go into the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, what was I looking at? You can be able to see my EMA has been able to cross. I can be able to see there is also another zone here, most recent zone that has been broken, which was this one. So that means that USD JPY is still moving up. But when you look at USD JPY, maybe on a weekly time frame or a daily time frame, you will realize that it is almost at its exhaust, like, how can I call it? It is almost like getting at a peak, whereby I'm feeling like it will get here and create a lower low and start moving down. So you having that in mind, you want to be very careful. And this is where now I bring the aspect of pips targeting. You want to make sure that you understand how many pips are you getting into this trade, entry and exit of the exact pips. And that's also something that I'll be sharing with you on the VIP group. So how was I able to identify my exit and entry pip? Is through supply and demand zone. I can be able to see a demand zone here. So that works very clearly as my next target. So if that is my supply, if that is my zone, I'm expecting USD JPY. In order for it to have a reversal, it can get here. My next zone is a main zone that was here, that was broken and retested. So another zone could be here. So I will not want to target here. I'll want to target this zone. So what was I looking for on my 1 hour time frame? I was looking at a break and retest of my 618 level. So how did I draw my 618 level? I came here, I saw this retracement. Yes, the retracement was there, definitely. So my 618 zone was actually 618. This was my 618 zone. Right, so if that was my 618 zone, I go to my M15. On M15, I'm looking now for an M15 and M5. Now, this will not be a supply zone, but this will be a demand zone. Okay, so this is my M15. I want you to take a look at how precise this, how like, on gold, it tapped the M15, M5, and went. You can see here on USD JPY, this is M15. You can see also, this is, and take a look at this, M15 and M5 are on the same level. So you can actually just come and put a buy limit here and just wait for, if you had your buy limit here on this zone, right now, it will be floating how many pips? It will be floating 18 pips, almost to my take profit one. So for me, for a trade like this, I'm just looking at 20 pips. Stop loss, 10 pips. So this is how I looked at it today. I think I got into this trade a little bit earlier, right? I got into this trade a little bit earlier because if I would have gotten this trade where I usually enter, like initially, that is the mistake. What am I doing? That is the mistake that I did. But anyway, usually learn every single day. The experts who don't show you their losses are liars. Experts who don't, I repeat that again, experts who don't show you their losses are liars. You always lose. So this is ideally, this is how I would have entered this trade, right? And I would have made sure like my stop loss is just below that M5 and M15, just to avoid to being wicked out. Like that will actually go to like around 11 pips to something. And then my take profit will now increase to like around, will actually increase to like around how many pips? This will actually let you come to like 22 pips there. Okay, so what will have happened here is now I will be floating take profit one. I'm so sure about that. And this is a live trade that is already happening here. 10 pips. Right now it's at 10 pips. So when it gets to my take profit one, what I usually do is I usually bring my stop loss into entry. So this is now a risk-free trade. And all I can do is let it move all the way up to this zone, looking at targeting like that will be targeting a 1:, let's see if it gets to this zone, that will be like a 1:3, I'm sure. 1:3, right? So that is how I do my analysis. Very quick, very simple, price action, everything. And let me give you a trade that I'm actually looking at. And this will be Euro USD. Maybe you want to look at this during London session tomorrow when it opens. So Euro USD, this is what I was looking at on the 1 hour, on the daily, on the 4H and daily time frame. You can be able to realize that Euro USD is ideally bullish. So if it is bullish, what am I looking for? Actually, if it is bullish, what am I looking for? I'm looking to buy, all right? When you take a look at the daily time frame, it has been able to break a major level, which was most recently tested and retested, and now it has been broken. So what am I looking for? I'm looking now for a formation of a 618 zone. Where am I looking for a formation of a 618 zone? So on the 4 hours time frame, if I was even taking a swing trade, I'll be asking myself, where is my 618 zone? And you can see on the 4 hours time frame, my 618 zone is actually here. Okay, my 618 zone is actually here. And I have another confluence, which is this major level, which was resistance that has been turned now into support. My EMA is above it. EMA is above it. Look at this trade, guys. How simple trading is. So if I was taking a swing, I would have been in this trade already. I would have been in this trade already. If I'm taking a swing, I'll have been in this trade already. So I'll be in this trade swing looking for a target of where will my first target? Let's see where will my first target. Let's see where will my first target. I was taking a swing. I'll look at this as my first target. Yeah. All right. But I'm not a swing trader, I usually scalp. So 1 hour time frame, this is what I'm looking for. So because I'm scalping, what I want to do is remember my 618 level, it is very, very precise. It is usually on the 1 hour time frame. So what I'll do is I'll wait for a pull. It is starting to retrace, and then I'll wait for a retracement. Let's say, for example, if it traces from that zone, I'll be able to come here. This will be my 618 zone. That is if it retraces from where it is. It's showing the red candle. This will be my 618 zone. And if this is my 618 zone, you can see it is coming back to test also my EMA, which is here. And then I'll dive in back. And guess what? Perfect. Amazing. I can see what? My M15, which will be my M15, which will be here. And then I'll be able to see my M5. Where will be my M5? My M5, which will still be around this level. So if my M15 and M5 is around this level, guess what? This is what I'm targeting. I'm targeting this zone here, my 618 zone. It is my 618 zone first, and then M5 and M15, right? M5 and M15. So if this trade looks this way, what I'll look for is a zone that is actually here. M15, let's put M15. I'll look for a zone that corresponds to this zone. And you can see this is a previous support that is broken and became resistance. And you can see this is my second confluence, actually my third confluence. My EMA is here, my 618 level is here, and this zone is here. So ideally, what I look for is now what I'm waiting for. This is what I had predicted earlier. So my prediction is coming on point. So what I'm looking for is back here, and then we'll have a bounce, and I'll just be looking for 20 pips. Easy peasy, man. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. That is what I'll be looking for. We have like how many minutes? We have like 8 minutes. That was a quick one. That's how I like doing it. So always remember, if you want to join my VIP membership, just send me a DM on my WhatsApp. I've dropped my number on the chat. It's only $25 and you get everything. You get my 618 level settings. You get my how I'm drawing, how I'm identifying these supply and demand zones. Because you can see here, I'm not telling you how I'm identifying them, but I'm showing you how I'm identifying them. If you also like my scalping strategy, the 618 level, send me a DM, VIP, I'm putting it at $25. If you don't like ideally what I'm sharing with you, you'll get your money back, guaranteed. That's how serious I am. Inside there, you're going to be getting signals. You're going to be getting copy trading tools if you're a beginner and you don't know how to trade, or if you're busy and maybe you're not getting time to look at the charts, or maybe you're not confident, you just want to nail down on this 618 trading, want to focus on making sure that you are even making money. I'll also show you how you can get access to prop firms, how to pass those challenges. I passed my Forex fund challenge before it went down. All those things are things I've done. Best brokers that you can be able to use, how you can get access to a specific bot that helps you identify the trend of all these currencies instead of you keeping on looking for them one by one. Right. So any questions before I close the meeting? You have like 6 minutes. So for the ones who are actually on the VIP group, I'm going to be sending you a link whereby we can also have like a one-on-one session, and I can be able to like, just see where you are and give you a guideline how you can be able to get to the next step. So cheers, everyone. If you want to watch this recording, it will be up live on my YouTube channel. Just to be able to understand how you did everything. I went a little bit faster. So any question? Just count in the count of 1 to 5. If there's no question, I'm just going to close this down. JPY, I was looking for it to chart my 618 level, but decided that the level is a little bit far, man. So it didn't come. But maybe it will come. I'm very sure this USD JPY trade is going to hit all my take profits. Take a look at this. If we're looking at the 10 to 20 stop loss, we will be. This strategy is so precise, man. Like, so precise. So precise, my guys. Or if I could have entered from this demand zone here, game over. Game over. This demand zone confirmed with my EMA. 22, over 618 level here. It actually like just respected this 618 level with how many pips? Respected this 618 level here with 13 pips, 14 pips. Yeah. So in London session, on London session, USD JPY, the whole of this move, this is where I was looking from. Just want to see how this 618 level is crazy. Let me show you where I was looking for this. It had broken during London session. This was like around. This whole move was London session of yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So I want to show you where we were looking from. That retested there. That given us this push. They're giving us this push. That's our 618 level there. From our 618 level there. Can be able to see. I only have 3 minutes, guys, before this is over. Can be able to see the 618 level is here. After having the 618 level there, we can be able to go back and see where is our M15. Our M15 is here. Oh, this is a sexy trade. Sexy entry, sexy trade. M15 is in a line with the 618 level. I will take this trade even when I'm closing my eyes. All day, all time. All day, all time. All day, all time. Take a look at that. This is M5. M5 also is hey. Eesh. You just wait for this trade here for a long. And this thing has given us, I don't know, one is to what. It's given us a one is to look, this has given us a one is to up to right now. 1:5. 1:5, baby. 1:5. All right, and this is another trade also that you're taking on the M5 here for a buy. And guess what? Can be sure this will be heading to this zone here. And you see how trading becomes easy when you're following price action. Like, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Simple things. Shukran, following closely. Thank you, bro. You're welcome. Just send me a chat. Have a meet call. Let me call you. Let me know how best I can be able to help you. Let me know how best I can be able to help you. Strategy. The more you practice, the more you understand. With what I'm sharing with you here, by the way, just give yourself 2 months to 3 months doing this every single day with you. I'm sure you'll be flipping crazy amounts of money. You'll be flipping money. Simple, easy. You see, if you're even very busy, you can just be coming New York session only. I'll show you a bot that will be helping you to analyze like all these things, and then you just come and look. It is bullish or bearish. Bullish. You go to 1 hour, draw your 618 level, look for M5 and M15. You don't get it, you leave. You come the second day. Easy peasy. You go outside there and look for any other person who's sharing. Start thinking. These are live trades, man. Live trades. Live trades. All right. Thank you very much for attending the call. This recording will be on my YouTube channel. Always also remember to subscribe. Send me a text if you want to get into the VIP group. I'm setting up the links to register. Have a good time.